Welcome to Industry Insights Webinars Interviews. I'm Tiffani Neilson, and with me today is LinkThinks. I have Abraham Ramirez, who is the president. How are you doing, Abraham?
Very good, Tiffani. Thank you.
And I also have Salvador Agredano, and he is the CEO. How are you doing, Salvador?
Very good. Thank you, Tiffani.
Thank you. So, please tell us a little bit more about your business, Abraham.
Sure, Tiffani. Sure. Our company is a company based in Mexico. We are a software development company specialized in IoT. We have a lot of experience on the industry. For example, my partner and myself, we have more than 25 years working together. The company is 5 years, no? 5 years that was created. We have offices in Mexico, in Guadalajara, Aguascalientes, but we also have offices in Los Angeles. We are specialized in the development of projects, no? Specialized customized project. We provide customized certifications, end-to-end solutions since the beginning of the design until the end of the creation of the applications. We have several certifications in the industry in methodologies and also in different technologies. And one of the specialization that we have is providing Nearshore services. I mean, providing services from Mexico to U.S. companies.
Great. And can you tell me a little bit more about what makes LinkThinks unique?
Sure. In terms of the experience that we have, as I mentioned, we have a good combination of people with a lot of experience developing systems since 25 years ago. So we know how to do it, how to digitize a company. We know how to implement the state-of-the-art technologies and customize these solutions for specific customers. No, for example, it's not the same to develop a system for a startup, no, or for a big company. So we have the possibility to provide customized solutions for to create an MVP for a startup or to create a very complete digital transformation strategy for a big company. So the first value that we have is experience and the customization and the agility to create systems. In addition, we are based on Mexico, and of course, the cost of having a nearshore company like us, a company based in Mexico, is very important because for a U.S. customer, they could have a very good company to provide for IT services. And sometimes the reduction of the price could be 5 or 10 times. No, so you could have this kind of benefits or services, reducing the budget. No, having a very important budget, but without reducing the quality of the services. We can provide the same quality and the same kind of experience that other companies in US. The final value that we have compared, for example, with other companies globally, like companies in India or companies in Ukraine or China, is that we have the benefit of being the same time zone. No? The experience of working with Indian companies, you have to travel. If you have to travel, it's going to take 24 hours. If you have to work with these guys, they are very good, but the experience of having to work overnight, no, to have a meeting or to have a development product is very hard. So we are in the same times that US. In 3 hours, you can fly from Guadalajara to any region in US. You can have a conference call during the day. You don't need to work overnight. And we offer the same experience. Mexico is very well known in the last years to having IT experts, and we have a lot of people and universities that they are generating this kind of people.
Well, outsourcing does seem like the way to go. And with Mexico being in the same time zone as the Americas, it makes a lot of sense. But can you tell us more about some of the different industries and verticals that you specialize in?
Sure. The main industry where we are specialized because of the IoT experience that we have and because of the region where we are is the industrial. and specialize mostly on the automotive industry, because in Mexico there is a big set of industries, brands, like many different kind of companies in the place that we are. But we also have experience that providing some kind of IoT, software development, mobile experience for industrial companies in US. The second industry that we have in the IoT area is the hospitality. No, we have very good experience and products, applications that we have developed and that we can implement easily in the area of the hospitality for the
I'm going to pause
hotels,
you right there.
resorts.
Can you give us an example of one of those hospitality solutions?
Sure. We have a mobile app. In that case, it could be customized. Of course, we have our application already developed, but as you know, every hotel could be different. So we can implement this kind of application for a hotel, and this application, the functionalities that we have, for example, is you can use this kind of devices, like doing your previous check-in using a kiosk, or you can use the telephone with this application without having a key, no, to get into your room. We can provide the ability to have a key in the mobile phone. You can also provide the ability to connect, for example, this application with all the hotel in order to, for example, if you need to have another pillow, or you need to have another blanket, everything is in the application. So everybody is connected through the application. So you can provide a better experience to the customer in the hotel. But in addition, the hotel, the administration, the hotel staff, they are gonna know what the customer wants. No? So it's a combination of the customer experience, but also to have the operations improve in order to be more efficient. And finally, of course, you provide data. No, you provide data for the hotel, no, related with the customers, no, where they are more oriented, if they like more this specific restaurant, if they more specific area in the hotel. But in addition, you can provide information about the building, information about the services, the energy, the efficiency. So the data that we can generate with this kind of application using IoT and mobile technologies is good in order to take better decisions for the hotels.
And you also have solutions for agriculture, correct? I believe I saw a connected cow.
Yeah, that's correct. We have had the opportunity to work in the agriculture in the industry. We have the ability to administrate the cattlemen in Mexico industry. So with using this cattle management system, you can identify how many cows you have, for example, and identify connecting these cows through a sensor. You can identify when a cow has a possibility to be sick, or it's sprained, no. But the most important thing is you take the advantage of the sensors, the mobile technology, to allow to the farmers, no, instead of having to be on site just touching the cow to identify what's happening. They are gonna have the possibility to be in their house, to knowing what is happening with every cow in the farm.
That's great. Thank you, Abraham. And Salvador, can you tell me a little bit about the methodologies and technologies that you use?
Yes. Well, we are working more in the prototyping. Sometimes we prototype the solution for the customer. We make some proof of concepts before I start making smaller and cheaper. So we are using the agile methodologies in order to create that solutions. For example, every 2 weeks, we only get the requirements for these 2 weeks. We develop them, test them, and then show to the customers in order to see if they are receiving what they are requesting. No, our goal is try to meet the customer requirements, and we don't want to spend a lot of time in order to show how we can provide to them. Our approach is to get as soon as possible results or functionality for our customers.
Fantastic. Thank you so much. And Abraham, is IoT pretty common in your work, or are there other areas that you're specializing in as well?
IoT, to be honest, is our preference, but the industry is still requesting another services. No, it's not the only thing that we are providing. Of course, the IoT is the integration of the different technologies, since the implementation of the sensor until the generation of the big data to be analyzed and to create the artificial intelligence. But depending on the customer is the kind of service that we provide. No? So if the customer requests just to have mobile development for a specific app without the connection with a sensor, we can do it. We can use this kind of technologies to create a native application, responsive application. No? For example, another customer can also request just a connection between the web development and the specific current systems, no? For example, connecting with the ASP, ERP, or another technologies. And finally, for example, if the customer just want to create a sensor, as Salvador mentioned, we can create the prototype or the proof of concept to generate this kind of sensor implementation.
And I know you touched on the fact that you work with startups, but you also work with legacy systems. So it doesn't have to be a new product or solution, but something existing. You can help with getting this legacy system built with software development to connect with IoT, right?
Yeah, the experience that we have in the companies that we have created our own companies, but we have also worked for big corporations using big systems. So depending on the kind of customer, for example, for the startups, as you mentioned, we can implement MVPs, but for big companies, we can we is not only to create a new application, as you mentioned, is provide services to maintain big systems in different kind of technologies, Microsoft, Amazon, different kind of technologies, and we can provide a team in order to maintain these big applications with a staffing with a lot of experience.
Well, it sounds like you have the experience. It's at a low cost. You're great to work with. It can be customized. Where can they get more information?
You can go to the webpage, LinkThinks.com. Also, we have our Facebook fan page, and also we have, of course, the LinkedIn. Or you can send an email to info@linkthinks.com.
Well, thank you so much, Abraham and Salvador, and that's LinkThinks. So be sure to check them out for all of your software development needs. Thanks,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.